Hey everyone, it's been so long since I have done a full face drugstore look, so that's what I'm doing here. I put on the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. It actually smelled funny, which is why I made that face. But I gave it a whirl anyways, and then I put on Maybelline Instant Age Rewind just as a neutralizer for my eyes. This is the e.l.f. Eyebrow Pencil in the Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I love it. So I filled in my brows with that, and then I set them with the Maybelline Precise Fiber Volumizer, which I absolutely love. It's in the color Blonde. For my eyes today, I'm going to go in with this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love taking whatever bronzer I'm using on my face and using it as a transition color. This is a gorgeous bronzer, and so it builds really nicely and it blends out really nicely on the eyes, so I just kind of put that through my crease as the transition color. Then I'm going in with this Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Chrome in the color Khaki Kool. This was my first time to use these. I know they've been out for a while, but I just picked one up the other day and this was my first go at it. I loved the color and I kind of wanted to do like a bronzy or like dirty bronze kind of khaki greenish look today, so I thought this would be a nice base to start working with, and then I could put shadows on top of it. So I just applied it to the eye and then blended it out with my finger, and then just to build it up a little bit more I went back in with another layer. I'm using this L'Oreal Pocket Palette in Boudoir Charme, and I'm just going to take a more precise blending brush and use that deeper, darker shade in the crease. I started it just in the outer corner, the most concentration, and then I built it or brought it through the crease. So I just went back and forth with circular motions and then windshield wiper motions. So I kind of dragged it kind of in, and as you can see, it builds up really nicely and it gets pretty dark mixed with that crease color, and then sort of mixing with the top of that color tattoo base. So for the lid, I packed this brown bronze shade in the palette all over the lid. I didn't know if I necessarily loved the way that looked because it really did cover up all the green. Then I went in with my brow bone, and I was thinking that the look just kind of needed something else. So I blended everything out, and then I went in with this e.l.f. Bake Eyeshadow Trio in Peach Please, this like highlighter shade. It's a really beautiful, almost like yellow gold shade. So I tapped that all over the lid, and I was pretty happy with the way that turned out. I'm going in with my foundation. I'm pretty aware that this color combination is a little bit dark for me. I was like, oh, maybe this doesn't match that great. But I tried to make it work with the concealer, which was a lighter color. This is in the Neutralizer shade, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I absolutely love this concealer. So I'm going to put it down my center of my face, under my eyes, using a beauty blender to press that into the skin. And then I went and set everything under the eyes and on the chin and my forehead with the Coty Airspun powder. I had never heard of this, or maybe I had, but I didn't hear more about it until probably a year ago when Dana was using it, and she swears by it. So I picked it up and I like it. So if you're looking for a good powder, that's a great one. So for bronzer, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, again, I'm just using this on a Real Techniques fluffy brush and blending it all over the face. I kind of went a little ham on my forehead. I had to clean that up later. But this is a beautiful bronzer because it's light and it blends into the skin really nicely, but you can also kind of diffuse it and you don't get too much unless you get it all over your forehead like me. For the blush, I'm using the Baked Blush in Bellissimo Bronze from Milani. I love Milani's baked blushes. This was my first time trying the e.l.f. HD highlighting powder. This is Starlight Glow. It's super pigmented, so when I put it down my nose, I was like, oh snap, and then when I put it on my cheeks, I was like, wow, okay, that's super highlighted. So I tried to blend it in a little bit more. Very, very pigmented. Beautiful though. For the inner corners, I went back in with that e.l.f. trio and patted that into the inner corners. You can kind of see how it is like a bright yellowish gold shade, and then under the brow bone a touch. Inner liner, I used Rimmel Scandal Eyes in Nude. This is a great option from the drugstore if you're looking for a good nude liner for your waterline. Back to the L'Oreal quad, I'm going under my eyes on a pencil brush with that deeper shade kind of match up to what we have on the outer corner of our lid. So I went in with that first, and then I went with the bronze shade to kind of smoke it out a little bit more and blend it. It didn't really do much, but it did lighten it up just a touch. For my mascara, this is one of my favorites, Maybelline Lash Sensational Luscious. The Luscious one is my favorite. It's so great for the lashes, and it just builds so much volume. I absolutely love it, but it's a wet mascara, so if you are not a fan of wet mascara, you won't like it. For the liquid liner, I'm using Jessie's Girl liquid liner and just creating a small little wing liner. And these are my favorite lashes. These are Salon Perfect lashes in 615 from the drugstore. I get mine at Walmart. For my lip, I'm using Color Statement Liner from Milani in Pretty Pink and CoverGirl Penelope Pink. Then I topped it with this L'Oreal lip palette. I mixed those two together for like almost like a glossy lip look. I liked the pink, but I thought, hey, if you want to get a little bit more nude, so I decided to go in with NYX Butter Lipstick in Fun Size Mini, and I topped it with a NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and check out my previous videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!